Good afternoon, everybody. Well, what have I got to do? My ice yarn finally came. I'd accidentally ticked Sky Pack instead of ticking DHL. So normally if I order it on a Monday, it comes on the Wednesday, but I'm afraid Sky Pack took a bit longer. If I've got any black on my teeth, I've just been eating licorice, so I do apologise. What did I get in ice yarn? I got the colourway. It's 50% wool, this one. It's really lovely. You know my love of bright colours. I think that's just absolutely gorgeous. Even though I'm trying to get rid of my stuff, that's one mine. It's for me. I'd have to be bribed into doing that for anybody else. The other colours I've got got sort of a tentative order for another of the elegant sweaters, and a lady wanted pinks and lilacs, but I think that might be really a little bit sugary pink, you know, for her. More of a baby's colour. The other one I got is that one, which she might like. It's not pinks and lilacs, but it is pinks and sort of, I don't know, maroon kind of colour. What am I wearing today? Oh, just a basic granny stitch shawl, really. A friend of mine gave me this like chenille in all these colours, so I decided I'd make a shawl with it, because I wear a lot of shawls. I'm cold. So I do wear a lot of shawls. And then I don't know whether you can see what's on the sofa. I'll just take my camera down a little bit. Can you see all of this? I don't know whether you can focus in on it all. My friend Sue, who I call the enabler because she's always saying, go on, get it, go on, get it. She's been having a clear out, and she decided that she didn't want all this. Anyway, I sort of, I wasn't asked to do it, but I sort of pledged myself, if you know what I mean, into making some hats for the homeless. So this is all, you know, going to be really good stuff. I found one piece that she'd crocheted up that I thought, well, I'm not undoing it, so it's actually turned into a scarf now. I sort of jiggle around the edge a bit, and so that'll be a scarf. And then I didn't have enough of that wool to make a hat to go with it, so I'm actually, where's it gone now? Lost it. I'm using 2 balls of wool together, a little bit that I had left of what she'd used for the scarf bit, or whatever she was making with it. So I'm actually making hats. I really should get my knitting machine out, because I'm so envious of Margaret, you know, Margaret Olander. Sheepish sharing with a little Addy professional machine, but I can't really get another one of those. I can't justify getting one because I've got 2 big machines, and I think one of them does circular, but I'm just not in the mood, you know, for doing knitting on the machine. You have to have a mindset. So what I've been doing is I've raked out the good old-fashioned, well, not old-fashioned, but the old good old book, the Happy Hooker, you know, the Stitch and Bitch that I've had forever and a day. I may not put the stripes on it, but I may just do them plain. If I can force myself into getting round to getting the knitting machine out, I will. There's some nice wool that won't be going to the homeless. There's like some Peyton's smoothie. I don't know whether you've ever used smoothie. It's absolutely gorgeous to work with. There's quite a few different colours in that. I don't know what she intended to make with it, but the way they sort of go together, so they'll get used for that. And then she's got quite a lot of this. I think it's sort of like a wool mix. Don't know what it is. It's a little bit rougher, but maybe it would be, you know, if I wash it and soften it in some softener before I give it. I think there's about 5 or 6 of those somewhere along the line. Maybe they'll be better. I've got some more of the smoothie. If you've never used the smoothie, I'd really recommend it, the Peyton smoothie. It's absolutely gorgeous to work with. It's a bit of a crepe, yeah. I don't know what that is. It looks a little bit like sock yarn, which I love the colours of that. The same with that one there. I think that's a bit sock yarny. Beautiful, smooth and soft, gorgeous. It might even be Peyton smoothie because it feels a bit like that. And then this is beautiful. This again feels like not a sock yarn, but one of those you'd make a stole or a shawl with. Might make a little neckerchief with that. And then this is one of my favourites, the James C. Bretley, the Chunky. I've got another ball I think upstairs of that. And that's some baby yarn in like lilacs. Again, it feels very much like the smoothie, but it's wound differently, so I think it might be something akin to it. As you can see, I've got lots and lots of balls of wool. These are like a kind of a chenille, but they're not a softer chenille. I don't know whether the homeless would want a bright green hat, so I might have to tone it down with something else. Yeah, there's some black, lots of other colours. Again, I think I would have to use a pink colour with something else, because most of the homeless people are males, I think. Yeah, there are lots of women knocking about. And I've got some more brighter pink there. So I've got quite a lot to be going on with, haven't I? If I crochet all this up for hats for the homeless, I shall be there for quite a while. Anyway, basically that's all I've got time for today. I was going to do what do you call it, a review of one of the books, but I think I've chatted long enough now. Well, the only other thing I will say is I've been watching on certain channels and they've been saying like, how do you crochet? How do you hold your yarn? I mean, this is, ooh, got itself a bit twisted there. Let me just, what have I done with that? Made a mess of it anyway. How do I hold my yarn? Basically around my fingers with the left hand, and then I just, I'll have to do it up here, it's a bit awkward, but I just, you know, go in like that. That's the way I do it. I still got hold of it with this hand, but I keep my tension with that hand. I've seen some very strange ways that people crochet. Really a variety of ways, but that's the way I crochet. Don't know if it's right, don't know if it's wrong, but that's the way I was taught. And I always hold the thing I'm crocheting into, you know, with my fingers. So I sort of like feel the next stitch that I'm going into. So that's the way that I crochet. That's it. Anyway, it's not actually raining today. Buster's a little bit better today. He's had a really upset tummy. I've put him on rice and chicken and he seems to be a wee bit better, but he did have an accident this morning. But you can't shout, can you, because he's nearly 14 now and he's, you know, he's losing it a little bit, and maybe when I'm the equivalent of 14 in dog years, I'll have lost it a little bit as well. Anyway, that's it for now, so bye everybody, bye now.